Hello, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about something really important for our health, especially as we get older, but something we often just don't think about our kidneys. We're going to dive into 5 simple, totally natural drinks you can whip up at home to give these incredibly hardworking organs the support they deserve. So let's get into it and see how a few sips can make a huge difference. So first things first, let's talk about the problem. You see, your kidneys are amazing at working silently in the background, but they do send out little signals when they're starting to feel stressed. The real trick is learning how to listen. So let me ask you, does any of this sound familiar? You know, that feeling of being tired all the time? Or maybe your ankles are a bit swollen by the end of the day. Or what about that persistent, dull ache in your lower back? It's so easy to just brush this stuff off and say, I'm just getting older. But what if it's actually more than that? What if these are some of the very first warnings from your kidneys? They're not shouting at you, not yet. They're just whispering for a little bit of help. In this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. Kidney problems don't usually shout with big, obvious symptoms until things are pretty serious. They start as a whisper, and by the time you can really hear them, some damage might already be done. Okay, I know that might sound a little scary, but here is the good news, the really empowering part. You are not powerless here, not at all. Small choices you make every single day, especially what you drink, can make a world of difference. Let's look at a few really simple ways to get started. We're going to count down 5 simple drinks that are perfect for helping gently flush out toxins and just ease the strain on your kidneys. Now, these aren't some kind of magic cure, but they are incredibly powerful habits to build. All right, kicking off our countdown at number 5, we have a classic morning ritual. And trust me, it's way more powerful than you probably think. We're starting with something so simple: warm lemon water. I know, it almost sounds too easy, right? But making this little habit part of your morning routine can quietly give your kidneys some really important support. So, how in the world does this work? Well, the key ingredient is citric acid. This stuff helps prevent that nasty calcium buildup that can lead to painful kidney stones. Plus, it has an alkalizing effect, and maybe most importantly, it just kickstarts your hydration for the day, which is a massive gift to your kidneys. And honestly, it is this simple. But here's the most important tip. Use a fresh lemon, not that stuff in a bottle. You want all those pure, preservative-free benefits. Just a quick squeeze, some warm water, and you are good to go. All right, coming in hot at number 4, we have a remedy that's been trusted for literally centuries, even if a lot of us have kind of forgotten about it. Barley water? Yeah, this ancient grain was the go-to in so many cultures for cleansing the kidneys and helping with swelling. It's a really gentle but really effective tool. Now here's why it's so special. It's like a 2-for-1 deal for your kidneys. First, it acts as a mild diuretic, which helps your body let go of extra fluid. That can really help with that uncomfortable swelling in your ankles. At the very same time, all that fiber in it helps slow down how fast you absorb sugar, which is so critical for protecting your kidneys from damage. So, what's at number 3? This is an herbal option. If you're looking for something gentle, something soothing, this is the one for you. You know, a lot of people think of stinging nettle as just a pesky weed, but inside those leaves is a secret weapon for tired kidneys. It's a quiet, dependable herbal hero. Nettle tea is just fantastic because it encourages urine flow, helping your kidneys flush out waste way more effectively. But here's the amazing bonus. Its anti-inflammatory properties can also help ease that joint pain that so many of us feel. So you're supporting your kidneys and your joints in one warm, soothing cup. We are so close to the top. At number 2, we have a drink that feels more like a sweet, refreshing treat than some kind of health tonic. Yes, it's fresh watermelon juice. This delicious refresher is so incredibly effective for one simple, very powerful reason. This number says it all. Watermelon is 92% water. That is just a massive hydration powerhouse. All that water helps dilute the minerals in your urine, and that dramatically lowers the risk of kidney stones forming. It basically makes staying hydrated feel like a joy, not a chore. And finally, we've reached our number 1 drink. This one is really well known for being especially warming and incredibly protective. The number 1 drink for supporting your kidneys is ginger tea. That's right. This humble little root found in pretty much every kitchen around the world is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to kidney health. It's warm, it's spicy, and it's just so deeply comforting. So why does ginger get the top spot? Well, it's a potent anti-inflammatory. Think of chronic inflammation like a low-grade fire smoldering inside your body. For your kidneys, that can really damage their delicate filtering systems. Ginger helps calm all that down. It also improves your circulation, soothes digestion, and can even help reduce that mild swelling in your feet and ankles. It's the whole package. So, we've counted down the top 5. What's the big takeaway here? How do you actually put this all into practice? Let's build a really simple action plan. And this, right here, is the most important takeaway of all. The secret isn't a one-time fix. It's all about building small routines that add up. 1 cup of tea is nice, sure, but it's the consistency, day after day, week after week, that delivers the real, lasting benefits. So let's just recap the whole game plan. A great way to think about it is that each drink has its own little superpower. You've got lemon water for preventing stones, barley water for swelling, nettle tea for flushing out toxins, watermelon for pure hydration, and of course, ginger tea for calming inflammation. You don't have to do all of them. Just pick 1 or 2 that sound good to you and start building that simple routine. Now, this is a really crucial point. While all these drinks are natural, it is always a good idea to check with your doctor before you start a new daily routine, especially if you have any existing kidney conditions or you're on medication. Your safety always comes first. Every sip you take is a small investment in your long-term health. You have the power to make these simple choices. But that does leave us with one last, pretty provocative question. What if, while these drinks are helping you, there are common foods you're eating every day that are silently undoing all that good work? Well, we'll uncover that in our next explainer.